Hello, friends. Welcome to another Roll20 review. Today we're going to be talking about the Crisp Line World and Art Bundle. This is created by Colleen O'Rourke, a genetic biologist who knows a thing or two about CRISPR herself, making this Fate World adventure a little more real and a little more horrifying. And it was illustrated by William Tempest. As with the rest of our usual modules, this includes, or bundles rather, this includes the module and the art pack to go with it. There's all of our standard things, including sample PCs, NPCs, the adventure, the whole PDF contents, but just to give you a little sense of the flavor of this one. In the not too distant future, changing your genes is like changing your name. Tricky, but available at the right price. So let's take a look at what's inside the Crisp line. First, we'll look at this art bundle by William Tempest. We've got 33 tokens here, each of the characters from the game. They're available in the game as well, but by using this art pack, you can put them into any game you like if you like the art. And then we have the modules. Let's take a peek at the module itself. So here's our start page. It includes directions for the players, directions for the GM, as well as 7 starting sample characters. So you could play Emery Benson, the genetic enhancement Eagle, with the high concept, the best sniper. Or you could play Sylvia Lee with a genetic enhancement of Snake, an aspiring geneticist herself, with high concept Fringe Scientist. And there are 7 characters in here, all of them fully specced out with their genetic alterations and all their stats, all their backgrounds, everything like that. And then, of course, in the journal, we also have the README, which is the basic get started, the contents, which tells you all the creators and the basic contents of the Fate World and Adventure, and then the contents themselves. Most of these are all available to all players, but the City on a Brink and Threat Dossier NA523 are GM only. There's an adventure set in San Francisco with some scary things going on, and you can play through that in this Fate World. Going and taking a look at our other pages, we've got the rules and tokens. This is our standard rules and tokens page that has all the Fate rules on the Fate bookmark, as well as a bunch of tokens for the NPCs. And then we have 4 different play mats: the streets, the chip shop, the raid, the stack boats. These are just background images for you to use as set dressing for your games. I rather like stack boats. The idea of turning a bunch of freighters and boats into a home, a domicile, seems very, very cool to me. And yeah, that's all the pages. Let's take a look at the collection. This collection has a little bit more than our typical collection would, because we have a bunch of macros for random table generation. So you'll notice I've got all these down at the bottom here. If you click on in bar, they'll be available at the bottom. If you want to make them available for a player, you'll click on the name of the macro, you'll scroll down, and you'll choose all players, and then they'll be visible to all players. Otherwise, they're just visible to the GM by default. So if you click on one of these macros, what it does is it generates some random mutations for you. So you've got the octopus result: clever fingers, hairless, clammy skin with subtle iridescence, self-taught genetic engineer. It's a whole random write-up for each of the different types of genetic mutations, and including a brand new a little pull-down list with a similar. Let's choose a different result for a random genetic mutation. So a ton of extra macros included in this package, including our typical roll by macro, where you can select a character, click player Fate roll by, choose the modifier, say what it's for. Let's call this notice, and then see what the outcome is there. Down the right, you can of course always roll off the character sheets as well, but this is a quick way to roll based off of one of the characters. So that is it for the Crisp line. If you like a mashup of Shadowrun and Gattaca, if you want to talk about dark futures, if Altered Carbon seems super cool to you and you want something like that, this game not only has the setting background for it, but also a bunch of rules for handling all those genetic enhancements. So I hope you enjoy it and do some good with the powers bestowed upon you.